Hello everyone and welcome to another vinyl update. Now today we're going to be doing vinyl update number 46. Given the last one was 45, this is now 46, so I've managed to get the numbers right at least this time. This is all the music I've acquired over the last, since the end of the last vinyl update. So the last vinyl update we did was in near the end of August. We've got a lot of stuff since then, got a lot of records, CDs, DVDs, cassettes to show. Even got a CD box set to show as well, which I'll show in the middle of the video. And you're going to like what you're going to see in this video because I've got a lot of interesting stuff to show here. And so yeah, we're going to get into it. I'm going to start with the CDs. And I bought quite a lot of CDs as of recent. So this is why we're probably going to do this in a multi-parter video like we do pretty much every vinyl update. Is like a multi-parter because I usually get a lot of stuff in. So this is how we're going to do it. Okay, so start with the CDs. Found these in my I think I found this in my either the Sockets record shop or one of the charity shops. But I know I found it recently, but I just can't exactly remember where. Elvis Blue Christmas. This is a 2010 compilation CD of his Christmas songs. Quite actual in this one because Christmas will be nearing just quite soon. So yeah, nice to find out. Nice cover actually. I think I had this one like years ago, or at least my gran did. I think my grandpapa had that one. And these next three are more FTDs that I found in the Deborah shop in Saltcoats. I found two Marie Curie, then a few days after that I found another three actually, which were these, which I'll show you all in kind of now. First one up was Elvis on Tour, The Rehearsals, which came out in 2004. Well, the back here says 2005. I think the plan might have been to put it out in 2005, but then it came out in 2004 at the end of 2004. So there here it is. This CD is basically the like studio rehearsal for Elvis's April 1972 tour, and MGM had filmed these as well, which a few clips are included in the film, I believe, and there's all the songs. I know we've like had a lot of these tracks from this FTD released on the Elvis on Tour box set, but it's still nice to have the original FTD, and for a cheap price, you can't argue with that, can you? And this one, made in Memphis. This has like Memphis session takes from 1969 to 1976. So the American Studio Sound sessions of 69, and then the Stax 73 sessions, and then the Jungle Room Graceland 76 sessions. And it even, as a few extra tracks, a bonus, a little tape that Elvis did at his then girlfriend Linda Thompson's brother's house in the November of 1973. So very interesting, like they included that for kind of historical value. Now this one's a pirated CD, but I still bought it anyway. Elvis Dixieland Rocks. This one is from a concert that was in Murfreesboro in May 1975, and it's a composite of the two shows. Some songs from the 6th and the other from the 7th. I know it's not a legit CD, but it's still really nice to have. But yeah, the Made in Memphis was 2006. This one came out in 2001. Here's a recent one where No One Stands Alone. This came out in 2018. It's like a remixed compilation of Elvis's gospel material, and it features a song with his daughter Lisa Marie Presley. So it's nice to own this. And I found this one the next day in the same track shop. Again, it's not an official CD, but it's still really nice to own. From Sunset Boulevard to Paradise Road. The first disc is like the rehearsal that Elvis did in the RCA studios for his August 1974 engagement at the Las Vegas Hilton. And the second disc is the continuation, and then it has the complete opening night from August 19th, 1974, where Elvis opened up with Big Boss Man instead of CC Rider, which was his normal kind of tradition, but nice to have that show. I think it's a soundboard. Might be a soundboard. This show. Might be remember. I'm not sure, but I know it is a soundboard. Might be a soundboard of the opening night. I know that this has since come out on an FTD, but still nice to have as a bootleg. And then just recently, I was on holiday in Canada to visit relatives, and I went into quite a few record shops during my time there, and I bought quite a lot of stuff. I'll go get to the records when we get to them, but the CDs I'm going to show first. This was the first CD I bought from there, which was this big box. It's Elvis, Walk a Mile in My Shoes, The Essential 70s Masters. This came out in 1995. Now, of course, we've got the complete 50s Masters, the 60s Masters, and this one as well. So yeah, and I have all three. I have smaller editions of the first two, and now I have the long box version of the third one. But nice to get the long boxes of the other two as well at some point, which I'll probably do. But anyways, each disc is kind of split into different categories. So you get the first two CDs are the singles, studio highlights are 2 discs, and a live CD in here as well, which is titled The Elvis Presley Show. It's basically recordings from like the last kind of era of Elvis's life, which was like the 70s era. You just take the lid off like this, and you have a big booklet with it as well. And it explains everything, all the recordings and the discography as well. The Elvis is his period, all the recording dates from the 70s. So yeah, really good box set, I must say. I like them all the kind of Masters sets. So yeah, it's a nice find. And you can get this as well with it, which I know you got with the other sets as well. And each disc has its own cover. Is that one? And each, there's a couple of discs here even include alternate takes, which is really nice. And they included that. It's a nice picture in the back with Elvis and his guitar. And this one. This is the live disc. That picture I think was from, might have been used for Elvis on tour. Like the film poster of that. So yeah, really pleased to have all 3 now of the sets. This is what I've been looking for some time, but I just never found it for a reasonable price. But it was like $25, and that's quite good considering there's 5 CDs and a box and a book as well. So yeah, really pleased to finally have that. Then I was in Victoria, and I went into a record shop and bought quite a few CDs there, and quite a few interesting ones. So we have Bruce Springsteen, The Chimes of Freedom CD from 1988, which is recordings from the Tunnel of Love tour. I have the 12-inch as well, so it's nice to have it on a CD as well, and you can even see the reflection of my camera. So yeah, nice to find that one there. Really good EP, I must say, which has Tougher Than the Rest, Be True, his cover of Bob Dylan's Chimes of Freedom, and the acoustic version of Born to Run. So yeah. The Everly Brothers, All They Had to Do Was Dream. This is a 1988 CD from Rhino, which is basically alternate takes from the Cadence sessions, which is really cool to have. I know I have a couple of other releases of the Cadence outtakes, but still nice to in this release. And it's probably got a few songs I don't have as an alternate take, so good to own that one. And another Everly Brothers one is this one, The Wonderful World of the Everly Brothers, 24 Greatest Hits. This is actually a Portuguese import. Still nice to find that one. It was in the, I think it was in the dollar section of the store. And this is really interesting. This is the Complete $1 Million Quartet. I have this on vinyl, but this is I think this is what it says in the tin here. It's the complete session that they did, that Jerry Lee Lewis, Elvis, and Carl Perkins and Johnny Cash participated in December 1956. This came out in 2006, so for the 50th anniversary. We've had many releases of this, but this one I think is said to be the complete full session. And this is another one, Elvis, the Top 10 Hits. This is just the first half because I know it was a 2 CD set in 2 separate cases, but this just goes up to disc 1. I've just got disc 1, but I'll maybe make a copy of disc 2, but still really, really good to have that. I think my mum found this in the dollar part of the store again. Here's another really cool one. I have this on vinyl, but nice to have on CD. Johnny Cash, Boom Chicka Boom. This is his 1990 Mercury album. It's not a bad album, it's pretty good. So yeah, nice to have that one. And I found this in a thrift store in Vancouver, and it's this one, the Forrest Gump soundtrack. This has various artists from like the Forrest Gump film, which is one of my favourite films, a really good film. This came out in 1994. It just goes over each track from like the 60s, because it kind of... Forrest Gump, for those that have never seen it, it's like a man who's went through American history, and he experiences like American history in ways that no one else has ever experienced before. And it's a really, really good film. I really, really enjoyed it, Forrest Gump. Then I got these CDs when I was back, once I was back from Canada, either online or from the record shop or in charity shops. Roy Orbison and Friends, A Black and White Night Live. Have this in the CD, but my copy of the CD is a bit scratched, so this is a upgrade copy. Nice to find this one. See, it's got a bit of dirt in it, but you know, I think it might be cleaned off. Light Years, the Electric Light Orchestra double CD set compilation. I think my dad had this one, so I got this one. 1997, this one. Found this online. This is a band that I've really been getting into quite a bit recently. I went and saw them supporting the Killers at the Hydro in June, and I've really enjoyed them, and I've just been getting into their catalogue a lot recently. And that's Travis. Now, Travis are a Scottish band from Glasgow from like the 1990s. Really, really great band. A lot of great songs, and this is their greatest hits. This CD came out in 2004. Yeah, brilliant, brilliant band, Travis. And I'm also going to see them in December, so kind of like need to get into their catalogue as well. These two came from my record shop. McVicar. This is the soundtrack of the film starring Roger Daltrey. Got this on vinyl, so yeah, got it in CD too. You don't see these Roger Daltrey soul CDs too often, but I usually tend to get them when I do, if they're cheap. Whitesnake Greatest Hits. Now I have the remixed version from a couple of years ago, but this is the original 1994 version. I'm going to do this a bit quick though, because we've got a lot to get through, and I kind of don't want to spend too long talking about these. Roy Orbison, Big Hits from the Big O. I have this with a different cover, but I think this might be the original cover. I'm not sure. But this came out in 2002. Really good compilation. This was kind of my introduction to Roy Orbison. One of my taxi drivers who drove me back and forth to school had this in his car, and that's how I kind of discovered Roy Orbison back in 2009. So yeah, very special one, like this CD. These two Johnny Cash ones came from my shop as well, but on a different time. Folsom Prison Blues and Country Boy. These were both CD compilations. Now this one came out in 2006. Yeah, they both came out in 2006. And my gran, I think, had these. My gran Papa actually had these two CDs, so yeah, I've got them as well. So yeah, good to find these two. These ones I found in a charity shop. These two I found in a charity shop in Irvine, actually. Travis the Man Who. This is their 1999 album, and this one has Writing to Reach You, Driftwood, Turn, and Why Does It Always Rain on Me, which are great hits there. Another Travis one I don't know too much about, but found it and I just thought, yeah, I'd get it. Everything at Once. This is their 2016 album. Don't know any of the songs on here, but yeah, definitely going to check this out. This is not a legit CD, but I found it in the Saltcoats charity shop, so I thought, yeah, I would get it. 12 Memories by Travis from 2003. I know it's not a legit copy, but it'll do till I can find a legit one. But I've yet to hear this one, but I do know the song Reoffender from the Greatest Hits. Found this one on Amazon. The Best of Gary U.S. Bonds. Now, of course, Gary U.S. Bonds, who produced Bruce Springsteen, who Bruce Springsteen produced in the 80s. So this is like his 60s Greatest Hits CD. So yeah, Quarter 3 New Orleans, School Is Out, Twist Twist Sonora. So yeah, nice to find this one on CD. These two got from a Saltcoats record shop. Elvis's Christmas album and Elvis Gold. It's like a compilation of various songs. on the inside. And I have the Christmas album already on CD, but this one's got a different cover to the one I have. But still, thought I'd find it, get it anyway. This one I got on Amazon. Elvis the Complete RCA Studio Masters 1960-62 plus session outtakes. So yeah, 4 CD set of basically from like the Memphis Recording Service, which has the 62 masters and even alternate takes from them as well, and even bonus alternates from 66 and 67. So yeah, good to have this one. Got this one on Amazon. And I've actually just realised that the stuff here I forgot to pull out or show. So what I'm going to do is I'll do another video after this, after I've done all the records, and probably show the stuff I forgot to show in another video. So yeah. Okay, now we're going over the CDs. We're going to show you all my DVDs that I've acquired. Many in charity shops or either online. Here's Art Garfunkel Across America, live from Ellis Island. This is like the live album that he did, which I have the CD of, so I thought, yeah, didn't know it came out on DVD, so I just saw it and thought, yeah, I'll get that. Some of these are kind of jumbled around, but these two came from my record shop. Man in the Mirror, the Michael Jackson story. This is like a biodrama on Michael Jackson's life, and there's rumoured to be one coming out quite soon actually, so yeah. I know this kind of gets a bit negative, right? But I thought, yeah, I'll get it if it's cheap, and I did. And Elton, 60, live at Madison Square Garden. This is from his 60th birthday concert in 2007 at Madison Square Garden. I already have this as a regular DVD, but it comes with a bonus live CD of the concert, so I thought, yeah, I'll definitely get that. And there's a CD there. Another thing about it as well, that it also comes with a few reproductions as well. Little bubble wrap to protect it. I don't know if I really need the bubble wrap, but you know. You get this thing, the Rocket Club, which is like his fan club. A reproduction of the program from the little all access for the show. You get a poster as well for the concert. It's a nice picture as well. Oh. Got a bit of a snuffly nose today, folks, so it's probably where I'm sounding a bit muffled. This is the poster for the show. Might be nice to hang up on your wall or something, which I never really do, hang up posters that I get in like these music releases. I just keep them in here, you know, just because, you know. There's the booklet. It's like two-sided. You get one side talks about the songs he plays at the concert and where they're from and whatnot, and has pictures. And the other is like talks about his band and all the performances he did at Madison Square Garden, including the night that John Lennon joined him on stage. There's nice pictures. That's him with Elton backstage after the show. That's him with Bernie Taupin, Elton's co-writer. So yeah, good to find that one. Probably still keep the other one I've got. I might give it to charity shop, I don't know. And I found these in my record shop at a different time. These two, Clambake, an Elvis movie from 1967. Yeah, Clambake, just is what it is. Haven't seen it, but can't comment. But you know, it's just one of those things. This movie. And Double Trouble, from the same era, I think. And this box that I got at another time, the Elvis Presley 14 film collection, which has Jailhouse Rock, It Happened at the World's Fair, Kissin' Cousins, Viva Las Vegas, Girl Happy, Haddam Scaddam, Spin Out, Double Trouble, Stay Away Joe, Speedway, Live a Little, Love a Little, Charo, The Trouble with Girls, and Elvis That's the Way It Is Special Edition. So yeah, with this set and a few others, I have almost a complete collection of all of Elvis's movies on DVD, with the exception of Follow That Dream, which is very difficult to get hold of, but I'll still look out one. But I might have to get a VHS copy of that film. But yeah, you get two in kind of one box, two discs in one box. So it's like, As I say, 14 DVDs, but kind of in one box. And the nice thing about it is that, you know, it helps the film, because a lot of the later movies are very difficult to get hold of on DVD. So it's nice that I have them in a little kind of box set. So yeah, really good to find that one. Excuse me a minute while I do this. There we are. Sorry about that. Then this one I got on eBay, Elvis the Great Performances. This has the, this was the same kind of documentary series that they did back in the 90s, which is really nice they included this. And it includes a bonus episode of From the Waist Up. So yeah, nice to have this on DVD, because I know that it came out in video, but I wasn't sure if it came out on DVD, but lo and behold it did. That's volume 1, called Center Stage. Volume 2, The Man and His Music. I've seen the first 2 volumes, but yet to see the third. But apologies if you can hear the noise outside. That's just one of my neighbours putting our bins there. So yeah, this third bonus one is narrated by Bono from U2, so that's really interesting. Anyway, this one's quite an unusual one. Destination Vegas, Elvis. This is a DVD which I think is, I don't know if it's not officially signed, it's authorised by the Presley estate, but still an interesting one to have there. Don't know what it's all about because I haven't yet seen it, but it has a nice front cover. Okay, and I'm going to show you all my cassettes I've acquired, which I've been doing a lot of recently, getting a lot of cassette tapes. Okay, so the first one up is Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Southern Accents. I have this on vinyl, but and CD as well, so I also have the cassette. Still on the lookout to get a lot of cassettes from these artists. Pete Townsend, Scoop, my first copy of owning this album. This is like demos of Who songs before they became the finished product. Another really good one, The Who, the singles. I have this on LP, but nice to have the tape. The Travelling Wilburys Volume 1. Interesting way that the cover's kind of sideways with this tape. This came out in 1988. Van Halen, Diver Down, 1982. Have this on LP, so I have it on cassette. And 1984. I have this on LP. And I have the CD and LP of this one, 5150. One of my favourite albums. This came out in 86. You just have to kind of pull it out this way. But that's the cassette. Here's a bit of an upgrade. My other cassette's a bit kind of warbled on this one, so got an upgrade to replace this. The John Lennon Collection. Here's one I was really looking for when I started collecting cassettes, and I managed to find it in my record shop. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers' Greatest Hits. Of course, all the hits. Can't go wrong with this tape. 1993. And I got a huge batch of tapes. These are all Jean-Michel Jarre, apart from one of the ones I'm about to show in this batch one day. Oxygen. 1977, 76 album. Equinox, 1978 album. Have these Jarre albums on LP and CD, but nice to have it on cassette as well. Magnetic Fields, 1981. You can get the full cover with this one because the LP is kind of half and half. With this one, so you get the full picture, which I think you also get the inner sleeve of the vinyl. The Essential Jean-Michel Jarre. And perhaps my favourite Jarre album, Rendezvous. This one is a really great one to find on tape. Love this album, one of my favourite albums here. Adios Speedwagon, High Infidelity. This is kind of a funny tape. This is kind of, the album's in a jumbled up order and the track listing's a bit jiggery pokery, with the exception of Tough Guys and Out of Season, which are in their correct spot. But a lot of these tracks are kind of jumbled around for some reason, I'm not too sure why. Something like 747 label, which I don't know too much about this tape, but still good to find that one. And the quality of this one's actually pretty good. Found this in a charity shop in Govan. The Everly Brothers, Love Hurts, have the LP of this one with a different cover, so this is the cassette version with a different cover. And these two came from my record shop. These three actually came from my record shop. Oh, I'm dropping everything on the floor already. Just bear with me a moment, I'll try and pick everything up. Anyways, here's the Beach Boys 20 Golden Grey. It's got the vinyl and CD, but I thought I'd get a cassette because it was quite cheap and was kind of struggling to find anything there, so I just got this on cassette. And same for this tape, Motown Gold. Motown songs, so you can't go wrong there. The all-time greatest hits of Roy Orbison. I saw this in the record shop and I thought, oh, got a Roy Orbison tape. And I looked at it and it had another Roy tape in it, the legendary Roy Orbison. Hey, it'll do. Hopefully I'll locate both the correct case and the correct tape of the all-time greatest hits, and I'll have a full set of both. But hey, well, what can you do? Just happens sometimes, I guess. Right, now I'm going to go for the 45s. I've got quite a lot, so I'm going to be quick. The first ones came from Canada, so I'm going to show you the ones I bought from Canada. That'll Be the Day by Buddy Holly, was by the Crickets, with I'm Looking for Someone to Love on the Brunswick label, 1957. Here's a real rarity, and I have the Full Moon Fever album, but nice to find it on a single. Tom Petty, I Won't Back Down, with the Apartment Song, MCA, 1989. Elvis, I Was the One, with Wear My Ring Around Your Neck on the B-side. This is from like the remixed album, I Was the One. This is an American import, this is not Canadian. Suspicious Minds, Elvis, with You'll Think of Me, Canadian import. Apologies for everything being jumbled up here because I've got a lot of stuff, so a lot of just going to have to go in a pile somewhere. Finally find this in another record shop, Rave On, Buddy Holly, with Take Your Time on the Coral, 1958 label. Foreigner, Double Vision, and Lonely Children. That's 1978 on the Atlantic label. Foreigner, this one I found in Whistler, Say You Will, and A Night to Remember. These are all records I bought when I was back home from Canada, when I came back to Britain, back to the UK. Bobby Goldsboro, Summer the First Time, found this in a charity shop with Childhood 1949 on the United Artists label, 1973. These two came from a record shop at a different time. Elvis in a Tender Mood EP. It's nice, some of his slow songs with Young and Beautiful and Lover Doll on side 1 and True Love and Love Me Tender on the other. This is a later issue on the RCA Victor label, but nice to find that. Roy Orbison, You Got It. I have the American import single, but this is a UK pressing, an original UK version of the single, which folds out nicely like this. And it has the single in here, and the B-side is the only one. So yeah, really, really good to find that one. And I got a huge batch of singles from my record shops in recent months as well, so I'm just going to go through them all. All these singles come from the record shop, apart from the ones I just saw from Canada. Another Roy Orbison, but this is Blue Bayou with It's Over, and this is a Holland import. So there's that one, nice to find that one. The Patti Smith Group. Oh, my phone just went. The Patti Smith Group would be Cause the Night, which was of course written by Bruce Springsteen, and it's backed with Godspeed. This is an Italian import, but nice to find that one. Sandy Shaw with Puppet on a String and Tell the Boys. Danny and the Juniors at the Hop with Rock and Roll Is Here to Stay. I have this already, but nice to have this with the picture sleeve. The For That Dream EP in mono with For That Dream, Angel on one side and What a Wonderful Life and I'm Not the Marrying Kind. A couple of Del Shannon's, one here, Handyman and Give Her Lots of Loving, 1964 on the Stateside label. Another Del Shannon one, but this is a reissue of like earlier singles. Runaway on the Contemporaries label with Keep Searching Will Follow the Sun. The Rolling Stones, Almost Hear You Sigh, with Wish I'd Never Met You and Mixed Emotions on the other side. That customised label. Joined Together, The Who, on track record with Baby Don't You Do It. Oh, that's an older one. I don't know why that's in that pile. I think I had it out and played it one time. Couple of Herman's Hermits. My Sentimental Friend, 1969. And My Lady from Columbia. Years May Come, Years May Go, 1970 with Smile Please. Both singles I've heard on my radio, on the radio. Which is why I got them. Excuse me. I do apologise for this. Now, the three singles I showed in my free singles video, but I'm just going to kind of go over them quickly and say what they are, because I've talked about them in more detail in that video. So if you want to see that, then do kind of check them over. But there's like loads to get through in this, which I'll try and get through them very quickly. There were some ones I wasn't sure about keeping in that video, but there's ones I've since kind of changed my mind and decided to keep. The rest that I didn't really want, I kind of gave to a charity shop. So yeah, managed to find some good ones, free ones. You're 16, Ringo Starr, or I have a copy of this one, and Devil Woman. Jonah Louie, Stop the Cavalry, Christmas song, back to Laughing Tonight. Slade, Cause I Love You, and My Life is Natural. Do you like Slade? Bruce Springsteen, Glory Days with its picture sleeve, and Stand on It. Canned Heat, Let's Work Together, and I'm Her Man. John Denver, Annie's Song, and Cool, Green and Shady. Whiskey in the Jar, Thin Lizzy, and Black Boys in the Corner. Shakin' Stevens, Merry Christmas Everyone, with My Heart. Of course, Christmas will be here soon, so it's quite apt me showing these records. Maybe a bit early, but you know. David Bowie and Mick Jagger with Dancing in the Streets. Diane, The Bachelors, and Stars Will Remember. I'll Never Fall in Love Again, Tom Jones, and The Things I Want to Do. Have this with the picture sleeve, but hey ho. I'm Still Standing, and Aaron While Elton John. Tammy Wynette, Stand By Your Man, and Your Good Girl's Gonna Go Bad. The Bitch Is Back, Elton John, Cold Highway. Supergran, Billy Connolly, and Youth's Song. Wings, Sea Moon, Hi Hi Hi, with the, I think that might be the Get Ireland Back to the Irish sleeve. Stevie Wonder, I Just Called to Say I Love You. Andy Williams, Can't Take My Eyes Off You, and You Are Where Everything Is. Amen Corner, If Paradise Is Half As Nice, and Hey Hey Girl. Cliff Richard and the Shadows, The Next Time, and Bachelor Boy. Another Cliff one, Congratulations, and High and Dry from Columbia. The Kiki D Band with How Glad I Am, and Peter. I Like It, Jerry and the Pacemakers, and It's Happened to Me. Roger Miller with King on the Road, and Attaboy Girl from the Phillips label. Summer Holiday, Cliff Richard, and Dancing Shoes with Cliff Richard and the Shadows, sorry. Already have this, but this is a solid centre copy. Let's See Action by The Who, and When I Was a Boy on track record. Didn't have this one. George Harrison, True Love with Pure Smoky. December 1963, Oh What a Night by the Four Seasons, and Slip Away. Already have this one, but again it was free. Merry Christmas Everybody, Slade, and Don't Blame Me. Fan got sleeves for those. Stuck in the Middle with You, and Jose by Steelers Wheel. Got this one, but it was free. Jackson 5, I Want You Back. Who's Loving You on the Tamla Motown. Someday We'll Be Together, Diana Ross and the Supremes. And He's My Sonny Boy. I'll Keep You Satisfied, Billy J. Kramer and the Dakotas with I Know. You'll Never Walk Alone during the Pacemakers and It's Alright. One of my favourites. Crocodile Rock, Elton John, Elderberry Wine. Charlie Rich, The Most Beautiful Girl, and I Feel Like Going Home. The Crickets, When You Ask About Love, and Deborah. A couple of Beatles ones. I Want to Hold Your Hand, This Boy. Help, The Beatles, and I'm Down. Another Let's See Action, but the centre punched out, which I have one just like this actually. So, Mungo Jerry EP of In the Summertime and Mighty Man and Dust Pneumonia Blues. The Kinks, Tired of Waiting for You. Come On Now, it's on Pie. Bruce Springsteen, Dancing in the Dark. This is a Holland import with Pink Cadillac on the other side. I have a few extra copies of this one, but still nice to have that one. Again, I have a copy of these next two, but free. Ray Charles, Take These Chains From My Heart. No Letter Today. Kissin' Cousins by Elvis and It Hurts Me. Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes by Edison Lighthouse and Every Lonely Day. Jim Reeves and I Love You Because with Anna Marie. No Matter How I Try, Gilbert O'Sullivan and If I Don't Get You Back Again. 1,000 Conversations by Cliff Richard and Sing a Song of Freedom. Petula Clark, Downtown and You'd Better Love Me. Something Tells Me, Cilla Black and La 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 Lou. Oh, that's what I don't know. Another Cilla Black one. You've Lost That Loving Feeling and Is It Love? Parlophone. I'll Be There, the Jackson 5. Had this but it was free. One More Chance. Everlasting Love, The Love Affair. And what's the other side? Gone Are the Songs of Yesterday. Quite true that. I definitely agree. Pie, Have I the Right by the Honeycombs. And Please Don't Pretend Again. Nearly there, nearly there. You Were Made For Me by Freddie and the Dreamers. And Send a Letter to Me. I Understand by Freddie and the Dreamers. And I Will. Bob Marley and the Wailers, One Love and People Get Ready, With So Much Trouble in the World. 19 Fruit Gum Company, Simon Says, and Reflections from the Looking Glass. Casey and the Sunshine Band, Give It Up, and It's Too Hard to Say Goodbye. Quite agree that. Carly Simon, You're So Vain, and His Friends Are More Fond of Than Robin. And a little known fact about this one, I think Mick Jagger actually sang the backing vocals on You're So Vain. Very interesting. The Hollies, Listen to Me, and Do the Best You Can. That's it for the free singles that I got. Now I'm going to go over these ones, and they're all Elvis and Slade. There's some, mostly Elvis, and there's some Slade, and there's a Beatles one. Go through them quite quickly as well, because we're going through a lot of time. These batch, the first few are part of a reissue series in like the 70s. At least these ones were. So I'll just show you them because they're really interesting. I have the originals of them all, but still nice to have these. Return to Sender and Where Do You Come From? Originally 1962. Jailhouse Rock and Treat Me Nice, 1957. Yeah, 57. Two of my favourites coming up. Are You Lonesome Tonight and I Gotta Know, 1960. It's Now or Never and Make Me Know It, 1960. Yeah, 1960. And 1970, a later one, The Wonder of You and Mama Like the Roses. There's a bit of a tear in here in the sleeve, unfortunately. I already have the single, but you know, it's part of the batch. It's Only Love and Beyond the Reef. Have this in the picture sleeve. Loving Arms and You Asked Me To, which is from the Guitar Man album. These next few lots of Elvis singles came in another time. Hurt, 1976, and For the Heart. It doesn't have a sleeve yet, but I should have really got a sleeve for it. But anyway, Help Me and If You Talk in Your Sleep, both from the Promised Land album. Raised on Rock and For Old Time's Sake from the Raised on Rock LP. The Next Step Is Love and I've Lost You. Now I showed the Canadian import of this earlier, but I've got a UK version as well. Suspicious Minds and You'll Think of Me. Rare to find this one with the picture sleeve though. Clean Up Your Own Backyard, 1969, and The Fair's Moving On. Another one in its original picture sleeve. Kentucky Rain, one of my favourites, backed with My Little Friend, 1970. If I Can Dream and Memories, 1969. This one is from the same batch, but I bought this with the other singles. One Night and I Got Stung from 1958. I don't have an original of this one yet, so nice to find this one. And it even comes with a little flexi as well. I don't know what this is all about. It says Breakthrough, an amazing experiment with electronic communication with the dead. How very bizarre. Anyhow, came as a freebie. Got these in a charity shop in Irvine. I'm Gonna Be Strong, Gene Petney, and Aladdin's Lamp. Really like I got Del Shannon singing I Got Gonna Be Strong. Imagine, John Lennon. This is a later version with It's So Hard on the capital label. Ugh, dear me, you're probably going to shudder at this one. Honey by Bobby Goldsboro with Danny on the other side. But Bobby Goldsboro's got quite a nice voice, so what's not to like? The Jacksons and Mick Jagger, State of Shock from the Victory album, and the B-side is Your Ways. Billy Connolly, the C&W Super Cop song, and I couldn't spell, but it's been asterisked out, so we'll never know what that word was. Polydor. Here's are the slide ones from my record shop. Every Day and Good Time Gals. Mama, We're All Crazy Now and Man Who Speaks Evil. This is an American one, but it's like a solid censor, so I think this is like an export copy. The Banging Man, and She Did It To Me. And there's a Monkees, Last Train to Clarksville, and Take a Giant Step, RCA 1966. Now I already have this, but this is an original version of the ballad John and Yoko by the Beatles. An old brown shoe with the rights on the centre. It's not in great condition, but the guy at the record shop just said I can have it free because it's not in good neck. But anyway, that's all the singles. That's all part one down. Now we're going to do the albums.